This is vacancy. You are seeing one atom is missing. So missing place, it is one type of point defect, and it is first type. You can say you can estimate the number of vacancies at a given temperature in a crystal. In the same vacancies, if it is of this type, you see this, instead of this place is gone to the surface, right? Then that is called Scotty defect. And Scotty defect we are estimating in alkali halides. Here you can see Na is NaCl, bigger one white circles, round circles, colorless, are Cl, and the red one is Na. See this in the in between four red spheres, the white sphere is missing, that circle is missing, and it is gone to the surface. That is negative. And here a positive is missing. So one positive, one negative, they are missing here and they gone to surface, and such a type of defect is called Scotty defect. And when you come to interstellisis, you are seeing this is the interstellisis atom, which is not the regular place of the atom, and it has come and sat here, and this type of point defect is called interstellisis. Okay, and in that we discuss Franklin defect. Franklin defect is very close to this. Here what happens, you see this, in alkali halide, a positive, it has moved from this point to this, and the negative has moved from this point to this. When they move like this, it is not moving to the surface like Scotty defect. It has come to the position which is not the regular place. This is also moved to a place which is not regular, and such type of defect is called Franklin defect. They are going to some unusual place, right? And positive and negative both, a pair is moving, and that is Franklin defect. And now you have to estimate for this also. For that, what we will do is the estimation we are doing this way. First, equation 1 is the energy. See this is equation 1. E is equal to N into EV, where EV is energy required for the creation of one vacancy. Okay, because of temperature, atom get the energy and it has gone to somewhere else and leaving that place, and that is EV, energy required for one creation of the one vacancy. And total, if there are n number of vacancies, then the total energy required is capital E. Then the total number of ways, the probability function, if you write, this is very important. The number of ways in which n number of atoms are removed from capital N. Small n is number of defects created. And what about capital N? The total number of atoms. Then the probability function is capital N factorial. This is like combination writing. N factorial divided by n minus n into n factorial. Okay. And then what we will write, this is very important. You have to write in all the defects. First, what you have to do is you have to write the probability function. Here the probability function for vacuum is P is equal to n factorial divided by n minus small n factorial into small n factorial. And this disorder create the entropy increase. And the increase in entropy from thermodynamics, we can write S is equal to K into ln P, where K is the Boltzmann constant. This is the formula. K into ln, you substitute P value here. Then from Helmholtz free energy gives it a Helmholtz free energy equation. free energy F is equal to, we write E minus Ts. Okay, E is this. F is equal to E minus Ts. E from equation 1 and S from equation 3. Okay, you can write S from this equation. E, you substitute. Then very important is Stirling formula. Stirling formula says ln of x factorial is equal to x ln x minus x. So you have to simplify this. F is equal to n EV minus kt ln of n factorial. It is written as, this is this thing. Okay. Then you are writing here, you are using Stirling formula. Everywhere it is the same mathematics worked out. Kt ln, you are doing this. After that, further simplification. Then what we will do is, this is for F. And we will calculate at thermal equilibrium the free energy is constant and minimum. Minimum means the first derivation of F should go to 0. So we are differentiating this with respect to n, where small n is the number of defects, and we are equating that to 0. So you have differentiate and equate it to 0. When you simplify, you will get small n is equal to capital N into exponential minus EV by kt. This is the estimation. Similarly, you will do it for Schottted effect. You see this. What is the difference is, okay, the probability function. This is for Schottted effect. Schottted effect only the same, like E is equal to n into small n, where a number of Schottted effects, into ES we write. ES is energy required for one Schottted effect to appear, one pair of Schottted effect to appear. Here the probability function, you see this is very important. We write n factorial n minus n dash in n dash. This is like for one vacancy we have written, and here there are pair of vacancies are going to create bracket, because one positive ion, one negative ion, they leave the place and go to the surface. So a pair is there. For that reason, probability function here is only the same as vacancy, but square, because there are two. One positive ion and negative ion go to the surface, leaving the space, creating the vacancy. That is the only thing. Then S is equal to K ln of this, S is K ln P, P is this, you substitute, and F is equal to E minus C. This is Helmholtz free energy. Substitute S here, apply Stirling's formula, then differentiate and equate it to 0, because it should be minimum free energy. Then you will get this. This is for Schottted effect, where in a alkali halide a pair of vacancies are created as positive and negative ion goes to the surface. Next comes Frank-Lead effect. This is Frank-Lead effect. They are moving, they are not going to the surface, but they are going to some interstitial places. And here the probability function is n factorial divided by n minus, same as vacancies. But what we will do is here into ni dash divided by ni dash into n minus n factorial, because they are moving to the interstitial places, that you have to write. Okay, ni is the interstitial positions. That is the difference. The probability function is difference. Again, the formula is S is equal to K ln P. Then energy you write. Then apply Helmholtz free energy. You substitute for S. Apply Stirling formula. you are doing all this again, differentiate and equate it to 0, and at equilibrium the first differentiation should go to 0 because the value is minimum. Then you will estimate n. See, the mathematics is same, right? Probability function, then S is equal to K ln P, then you write Helmholtz free energy F is equal to E minus Ts, substitute for S, apply Stirling's formula, then you equate the first differentiation of free energy 0 because at equilibrium the free energy should be minimum. For that reason the first differentiation should go to 0. Then you will get the number of defects in that. Okay, that will be okay. Thank you.